Rangers have sacked manager Philippe Clement following Saturday's home defeat by St Mirren, with the side 13 points behind Scottish Premiership leaders Celtic. The Belgian, 50 years old, had been under pressure this season as his team struggled to match Celtic's consistency, and this month's Scottish Cup loss at home to Queen's Park increased supporter unrest. Off the pitch, 49ers Enterprises are negotiating a potential takeover of Rangers, which could be completed between April and June. Rangers stated that the club would like to put on record their sincere thanks to Philippe for his hard work and dedication during his spell in charge, and a further update from the club will follow in due course. Philippe Clement joined Rangers in October 2023, following Michael Beale's 10-month reign, soon winning the League Cup and leading the team to the top of the Premiership. However, a poor record against Celtic contributed to missing out on last season's league title and Scottish Cup. This term, league defeats by Celtic, Kilmarnock, Aberdeen and St Mirren put Clement under scrutiny, and Rangers missed out on another League Cup triumph by losing the final to Celtic on penalties. Rangers' league victory over Celtic at Ibrox in January temporarily eased the pressure, but further dropped points at Hibernian and Dundee, as well as this month's home losses, ultimately sealed Clement's fate. After Hibernian had beaten Celtic earlier on Saturday, St Mirren's win was their first at Ibrox since 1991 and came less than 2 weeks after Championship side Queen's Park knocked Rangers out of the Scottish Cup. Kilmarnock will host Rangers in the Premiership on Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the evening, Greenwich Mean Time, with Motherwell the Ibrox side's next visitors on Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. In Europe, Clement's record was competent, emulating last season's achievement of reaching the last 16 of the Europa League, and Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce will meet Rangers over 2 legs in March for a place in the quarter-finals. Last week, Chief Executive Patrick Stewart indicated that the board were minded not to make a managerial change, while Rangers maintained an interest in Europe. Stewart stated that the club has been underperforming for several seasons now, and that's not down to a manager, adding that changing the manager has not made a difference. Until the root causes are sorted, it's akin to trying to fix a broken house and starting with the ceiling instead of starting with the foundations. For all that the Queen's Park result was disastrous, Stewart also gave credit to Philippe and the team for the Europa League run, saying that he didn't want to take a step that would put further progress in the Europa League at risk. Clement exits after winning 55 of his 86 games in charge, drawing 16 and losing 15. The period has been turbulent on and off the pitch, with defeat at the qualifying stages of the Champions League in August limiting Clement's summer transfer budget amid a worsening financial picture off the pitch. Rangers announced a £17.2 million loss for the year to June, up £4.1 million from the previous accounting period, prompting a reduction to the first-team wage bill for this season. Contrasted with 3-in-a-row champions Celtic's £13.4 million profit, Rangers' failure to reach the Champions League group stage last season or league phase this term was laid bare. Former club Brugge's and Monaco boss Clement had earlier in the season signed a new deal until 2028, meaning Rangers face a managerial compensation payout for the 3rd season running. Indeed, Rangers are looking for their 5th permanent manager inside 4 years, with neither Giovanni van Bronckhorst, Beale, nor Clement able to put in a credible enough challenge to Celtic, since Steven Gerrard won the Ibrox side's last league title in 2021. In recent months, there have been boardroom changes at Ibrox, with Stewart joining from Manchester United and Fraser Thornton coming in as non-executive chairman. The chief executive role had been vacant for around 6 months following James Bicegrove's summer departure, while John Gilligan was appointed interim chairman in September after John Bennett had stepped down on health grounds. Stewart stated that Rangers were hoping to recruit a new sporting director, an appointment Clement later said he would not have a say in. The new manager will have to pick up the debris and has a dressing room of doubtful character, with players who can deliver against better opposition in Europe when there's no pressure and the game is open, while lacking the steel to see off weaker teams at home when they have to win in a dogfight. Clement had big issues in plotting against domestic opponents who sat in all day, but to lay the blame solely at his door would be to give his fragile players, many on chunky salaries, a pass they do not deserve. Good players can solve on the hoof, while frail ones look to the manager to do it for them. The Rangers' dressing room has too many followers and nowhere near enough leaders. As the lawyers go through the process of the club potentially changing hands, Rangers are locked in a vicious cycle, with managers coming and going, but everything else staying the same. If you want to stay informed about everything that matters, why not explore more about what we are sharing? In the description of this video, you'll find additional resources that will enrich your understanding of the subject. Our commitment goes beyond informing, as daily we bring stories that truly matter, whether from behind the scenes of technology, cultural movements, or global events shaping the future. If you believe that being well-informed is essential to understanding the world, this is the moment to join us. With just 2 clicks, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. This way, you ensure access to in-depth analysis, unique contexts, and a broader view of events. Don't let crucial information go unnoticed. Click now, become part of our community, and join us in deciphering the impact of news on the future we're building together.